morning, namaskaram, namaste, salam alaikum and sairam. My name is Vinu Venkatesh and today is a lecture 2 of our English fundamental section for competitive exams for 2020. Welcome back. So where do we start? Well, very simple. Let's start from the very beginning, a very good place to start. So we discussed nouns last class. We talked about the different types of nouns and also sentence structure and subjects in an English sentence, right? So this is a continuation of that. So nouns can be broadly classified into two categories. One is according to use and the second one is according to number. Now according to use is what we discussed last time. This comprises of 5 types of nouns: proper nouns, common nouns, collective nouns, material nouns and abstract nouns. The second category comprises of according to number, nouns according to number, and this comprises of two main classes: countable versus uncountable nouns. As the name implies, countable nouns are nouns that can be counted and which have a definite plural form. For example, book, books, star, stars, sweet, sweets. Within this category, there is a subcategory called countless nouns. Now, what does countless mean in English? In English, countless means things which cannot be counted. So what is a countless noun? Countless nouns are nothing but countable nouns which have a definite plural form but which cannot be counted. It is very difficult to count them. For example, stars. Star has a plural called stars, but is it easy to count stars? Absolutely not. It is very, very difficult, right? So that's why they are called countless nouns. The second category of nouns is called uncountable nouns. As the name implies, uncountable nouns are nouns which cannot be counted and which do not have a plural form. For example, air, water, patience, physics, chemistry, and so on, right? Let's move on to certain rules of nouns. Let's look at proper nouns and the rules for proper nouns. But the first rule is proper nouns are not preceded by articles such as the, or an. Never. They're never ever preceded by articles. It is wrong to say that the Ram is a boy. Ram is a boy. That's it. You cannot precede, we cannot use articles before proper nouns. It is wrong. Second rule, a singular proper noun always takes a singular verb. For example, Mohan is powerful. It is wrong to say Mohan are powerful, right? India is a large country. It is not right to say India are a large country. Third rule, when a country or a team is used to refer to an individual or individual members in that country or team, the verb should be plural. For example, Chennai Super Kings was better than Mumbai Indians during the last IPL, right? Chennai Super Kings is a proper noun. Agreed? Now, here what are we doing? We are just saying that Chennai Super Kings was better than Mumbai Indians during the last IPL in general. We are not talking about the individual team members. So the verb here is singular. But if we refer to individual team members, we will say, for example, Chennai Super Kings were better than Mumbai Indians in individual runs scored during the last IPL. Why is the verb were here and not was? Well, we're talking about the individual runs scored by the individual team members of Chennai Super Kings compared to the individual team members of Mumbai Indians. Because the individual team members are more than one, the verb here is also plural. Alright? Next example. Brazil have won the FIFA World Cup. Is it right? It's not right, because here we are talking about Brazil as a team or as a country. So, and we are not looking at the individual members. So it has to be a singular verb. Brazil has won the FIFA World Cup. Now, in your examinations, you may be asked to identify nouns given certain words, right? Identify what kind of a word that particular word is, basically, whether it is a noun, adjective, verb, adverb, and so on. So what are some identifications or rules to identify nouns? Let's take a look, right? Number 1, words ending in tion, ance, ence, ar, or, ism, ment, acy, age, hood, ness, ity, etc. are nouns. For example, electricity, ambition, clearance, credence, that is credence in English. In French it's called credence, right? Pharmacy. These are the nouns. So always look at the last few letters of that particular word. All right? They'll give you an idea as to what kind of a word it is, whether it's an adjective, whether it's a noun, it's a verb or an adverb. Second, words after apostrophe s are also nouns. For example, Paul's book. Book is a common noun. India's capital. Capital is also a common noun. Mary's son. Son is also a common noun. Words after an adjective are also nouns. For example, he is a tall boy. Tall is an adjective, boy is a noun. India is a large country. Large is an adjective, country is a noun, a common noun. Number 4, words after an article such as a, an or the are also nouns. For example, this is an ice cream. An is an article, ice cream is a noun. What kind of a noun? It's a common noun. I am a doctor. Doctor is a common noun. He is the Prime Minister of our country. The is an article, Prime Minister is a noun, is a common noun, right? Rule number 5. Words after some, many, a lot of, much or any number are also nouns. For example, there are some apples on that table. Some apples. Apples is a noun, it's a common noun, right? There are 10 people in that bus. So 10 is a number and the word after a number is a noun. What is a noun here? People. What is people? It's a common noun, right? It can also be, well, it is a common noun. Let's leave it at that for the time being. Rule number 6. Words after collective nouns such as there is a group of monkeys on that hill. Group is a collective noun. Monkeys is a noun, right? A pack of wolves attacked the village. Pack is a collective noun and wolves is a common noun. We'll talk more about collective nouns in our next lecture. The last rule for identification of nouns. Words after a preposition are also nouns. What is a preposition? Preposition are words like on, off, in and so on. The apple is in the bag. In is a preposition. The is an article and bag is a common noun. The roof of the house was on fire. Now here there are two prepositions, off and on. What are the words after these prepositions? Well, first of all, it is the house. The is an article. It is not and never will be a noun. It is an article, okay? House. House is a common noun. Secondly, what is the second preposition? On. And what is a word after on? Fire. Fire is a noun, right? What kind of a noun is it? Fire can be a material noun, fire can also be a common noun, right? So these are the rules for identifying nouns, and we discussed the rules for proper nouns. We discussed how to identify nouns. We also talked about the second category of nouns called nouns based on number. Now I would like to suggest certain sources for your reference. One is British Council. They have a section called Learn English. And I would urge you to look up that section because they have a lot of English grammar examples there and they discuss English grammar in a very good way. Another one is they have free English courses on a site called udemy.com, udemy.com, right? You can also type Google you can also search in Google for free English courses or any doubts that you may have while you're studying. We'll of course be having these classes on and off. So I would urge you to look up these sources and also to improve your vocabulary. I had mentioned in my previous class that grammar is as important as vocabulary. Without knowing either, you're not going to have a good command over the language. So in order to improve your vocabulary, to understand the correct meaning of words, please invest in a dictionary. Either buy it or look it up online. Some of the best dictionaries are Merriam-Webster, Oxford and Cambridge. And I would urge you to please always look up these sources whenever you're stuck. So this is it from me for now. Please let me know if you have any questions or doubts or suggestions. You can put in the comments box and I'll be more than happy to get back to you. So until then, have a good day, take care and wish you all the best.